Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, your number one source for all the latest updates, deep dives, and everything you need to know about our Los Angeles Lakers. Today, we have to talk about something that's been heavy on everyone's heart lately. It's a situation that goes beyond the wins and losses, beyond the standings and the playoff race. We're talking about Rui Hachimura and the very real, very difficult battle he's currently facing with his injury. When you think about the Lakers' season so far, full of ups and downs, big wins, crushing losses, and moments of resilience, one thing that's been consistent is how much this team has leaned on guys like Rui to bring energy, stability, and versatility night after night. Rui isn't just another role player. He's someone who embodies the grit, the spirit, and the potential of this roster. So seeing him struggle with a serious knee injury, being forced to sit on the sidelines for what is now his ninth straight missed game, is something that hits deep for fans and for the organization as a whole. Initially, when the news first came out about Rui's tendinopathy in his knee, there was hope, maybe even an expectation, that it would be a minor setback. Something manageable. A little rest, a little rehab, and he'd be back out there doing what he does best, playing smart, tough, physical basketball. But as time has gone on, it's become clear that this injury is more complicated, more stubborn, and more frustrating than anyone could have predicted. And when it comes to knee issues, especially tendons, every extra day out adds a little more concern to the situation. It's important to understand exactly what Rui is dealing with. Tendinopathy isn't a simple sprain. It's a degeneration of the tendon caused by overuse or strain, and it's notorious for being a slow, tricky injury to recover from. It's not just about pain, it's about weakness, instability, and the constant risk of making it worse if you rush back too soon. And for a player like Rui, whose game depends so much on quick lateral movements, explosive jumps, and being able to absorb contact, this kind of injury is particularly dangerous. Behind the scenes, sources say Rui has been working incredibly hard. He's been doing everything the medical staff has asked: physical therapy, strength training, controlled activities to rebuild the tendon gradually. There's no question about his dedication. Rui is a professional in every sense of the word. But the human body doesn't always cooperate, and recovery is rarely a straight line. Some days are better than others. Some days you feel ready to go. Other days, the pain flares back up, the swelling returns, and you realize you're still not quite there. It's a cruel process, and it requires not just physical toughness, but mental resilience too. As of today, there's cautious optimism that Rui could make his return within the next week. That's what the latest reports are suggesting. But even that optimism comes with a huge asterisk, because with tendinopathy, setbacks are common. It's not about reaching a certain date on the calendar. It's about listening to your body, passing specific functional tests, regaining strength and confidence, and only then stepping back onto the court. The Lakers are being careful, and rightfully so. They know that pushing Rui back too early could risk losing him for even longer, or worse, because a more serious injury that could impact not just this season, but his long-term career. And that's why this situation feels so heavy. The Lakers need him. Not just in a casual way, they need him desperately. His absence has completely changed the rotation. Without Rui, the team is significantly smaller, less physical, and less versatile defensively. They've struggled to protect the paint. They've been pushed around by bigger teams. They've lost a key piece of their offensive spacing too, because Rui's ability to hit shots from mid-range and beyond forces defenses to stretch out, opening lanes for players like LeBron and AD. His unique skill set doesn't just fill one hole. It patches up multiple areas of weakness. You can see it night after night. The Lakers just aren't quite themselves without Rui out there. His calm demeanor, his high basketball IQ, his toughness, those are things that don't show up in the box score, but make a world of difference over the course of a game, a series, a season. Losing that has been like losing the heartbeat of the second unit. And you can tell the players feel it too. There's a noticeable drop in energy. A lack of confidence when the second unit hits the floor. Rui's presence gives them an identity, and right now that identity is missing. Looking ahead, the big question is not just when Rui will return, but what version of him the Lakers will be getting. Will it be the Rui Hachimura who dominated stretches of last year's playoffs, the guy who could lock down opposing wings and drop 15 to 20 points on any given night? Or will it be a player still working his way back to full strength, still hesitant, still protecting that knee subconsciously? Only time will tell, and that's part of what makes this situation so nerve-wracking for fans. And beyond just the basketball impact, you have to feel for Rui on a personal level. Injuries like this can be incredibly isolating. Watching your teammates battle night after night, feeling like you can't contribute, sitting through endless hours of rehab and treatment, it wears on you. Especially for a player like Rui, who takes so much pride in his work ethic and his role within the team. It's a mental battle as much as it is a physical one. And knowing the kind of competitor Rui is, you can bet he's itching to get back out there. But he's also smart enough to know that he can't rush the process. From the outside looking in, it's easy to be impatient. Easy to say, we need him back now. But the truth is, if Rui isn't 100%, the risk is simply too high. The Lakers' medical team knows it. The coaching staff knows it. And Rui himself knows it. This season, and perhaps even the next few seasons, could hinge on how carefully they handle this recovery. So now, all Lakers fans can do is wait, hope, and send positive vibes to Rui. Because if he can come back strong, if he can find his rhythm again, if he can be that stabilizing force that this team so desperately needs, then the Lakers' ceiling gets a whole lot higher. But until then, every game without him is a reminder of just how important he truly is. Another name that's come up a lot lately is Christian Wood. While he offers offensive firepower, especially in terms of spacing the floor, his defensive reliability has always been a question mark. Without Rui helping to anchor that second-unit defense, Wood has had to shoulder more responsibility, and the results have been mixed at best. It's just another reminder that in the NBA, depth is important, but fit and chemistry are everything, and Rui fits this team like a glove when he's healthy. One of the more underrated aspects of Rui's game is his ability to create his own shot. In a team where so much of the offense revolves around LeBron James and Anthony Davis, having a third or fourth option who can generate offense without needing a perfect setup is invaluable. Rui's mid-range game, his ability to bully smaller defenders, and his improved three-point shooting give the Lakers an outlet when the primary plays break down. Without him, the offense can get stagnant, especially when the stars are resting. And let's not forget about the playoffs. Everything the Lakers are doing right now, every adjustment, every lineup experiment, is with an eye toward the postseason. They know that to make a deep run, they need a fully healthy and confident Rui Hachimura. In a playoff series, where matchups dictate everything, Rui's versatility can swing games. He can guard multiple positions, punish mismatches, and stretch the floor. Few players on the roster are as adaptable as he is. It's also worth highlighting just how much Rui has grown since arriving in Los Angeles. When he first came over from Washington, there were questions about his consistency and his role. But under the Lakers system, surrounded by veteran leaders and championship expectations, Rui has flourished. His confidence has soared. His defensive awareness has improved dramatically. He's become not just a contributor, but a trusted piece of the Lakers' future plans. You can tell by the way Darvin Ham talks about him. Every time Rui's name comes up in press conferences, there's a genuine sense of admiration and respect. Ham has mentioned Rui's work ethic, his humility, and his willingness to embrace whatever role the team needs him to fill. That's rare in today's NBA, where so many young players are focused solely on their stats and their brand. Rui gets it. He's about winning, about team success, about doing things the right way. There's also a sense of unfinished business with Rui. Lakers fans got a taste of what he could become during last year's playoff run, but there's still so much more room for him to grow. His ceiling is incredibly high, a two-way forward who can defend, rebound, and score efficiently from all three levels. If he can stay healthy and continue to build on his foundation, there's no reason he can't become a major X factor for this franchise for years to come. Of course, patience is key. Recovering from an injury like tendinopathy isn't just about getting back to 90% or even 95%. It's about making sure you're all the way back, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Rui has to trust that knee again, trust his body to make the cuts, the jumps, the hard landings that his game demands. That trust takes time. And if rushing costs him that trust, it could do more harm than good in the long run. From a team-building perspective, Rui's recovery also affects the front office's plans. If he can return and look like his old self, the Lakers might be less aggressive at the trade deadline. If not, they might have to explore other options to shore up the forward spot, especially if they have serious playoff aspirations. It's a delicate balance, being proactive without panicking, staying patient without being complacent. Fans often underestimate the mental toll that injuries take. It's not just about missing games. It's about dealing with doubt, frustration, fear of re-injury. It's about sitting in the gym watching your teammates run drills you can't participate in. It's about feeling disconnected, even if everyone around you is supportive. Rui has been remarkably positive through it all, but he's human. The psychological aspect of recovery is every bit as challenging as the physical. Another layer to this is how Rui's injury impacts team chemistry. Basketball is such a rhythm sport. Lineups need time together to build trust, to understand each other's tendencies. With Rui out, the Lakers are missing a key piece of that puzzle. Every game he misses is one less opportunity to fine-tune the rotations and build a cohesion that's so critical come playoff time. It's not just about Rui getting right, it's about the team getting right around him too. Injuries are the ultimate wild card in sports. You can have the most talented roster in the world, but if key players go down at the wrong time, it can derail everything. The Lakers have already been battling through a number of health issues this season. Rui's situation is just the latest reminder that availability is just as important as ability when it comes to winning championships. And now I want to hear from you. Are you optimistic about Rui's recovery? Are you worried that this injury might linger into the playoffs, or even longer? Do you think the Lakers can tread water without him until he's ready, or will his absence cost them crucial ground in the standings? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm reading everything, and I want to know what you think. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a single update. We'll be here every step of the way, bringing you the latest on Rui, the Lakers, and everything in between. Stay strong, Lakers Nation, and let's hope we see Rui Hachimura back on the court very, very soon.